you rabid Lions fans, and welcome to Lions on the Prowl. News, rumors, and debates from the fans' perspective. Here's Jim and Tim.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lions on the Prowl. My name is Jim. Today we're going to be talking about a situation that's cropping up now. Is the season in doubt? Is the NFL season, Detroit Lions in doubt, season in doubt today? It's something I really don't want to talk about, but I think it's relevant information, and I think we need to deal with that and maybe the repercussions of that, and that's what this video is going to be about. Also have some things going on tomorrow night at 7. We have a Father's Day special coming up. We have the Hook Cam. Oh my God, it's Lions Talk. Me, Dose of Dion will be with us, and the Hook Cam. And tomorrow night, that's going to be at 7 o'clock on OMG. It's Lions Talk channel. And I would hope you would go there and subscribe and hit the little bell so you get reminded of that show. It's going to be a good one. And if you want to relax and kick back and have some fun on a Sunday night, Father's Day evening, yeah, we're going to bring you some Lions content. Also, don't want to miss this tonight at 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have a Grand Rapids Drive player, Tredayon Hollins. And Everything King's going to be on that show. Sekou Got Next, Detroit Drew, Nomish J, 313 JMO, all going to be a part of the crew. And it's going to be an awesome show. Please don't miss that one. That is going to be on 313 JMO's channel. So you can check that out tonight. And I hope you go and follow all the members of the DSA and hit that bell so you know when stuff is coming out. We got a roundtable coming up on Tuesday and Thursdays. Just a lot of things going on, so I wanted to let all of you guys know about that. Also, we have 2 new members of the DSA, Right or Wrong and Sekou Got Next, or Evan, and both awesome young men. And you would love it. I would love it if you would go and subscribe to their channels as well. It just helps the whole community to rise up and let everybody know that the Lions fans are here in force. So anyway, I'm going to get into the video now. The 2020 season may be in jeopardy, and that's not hype. That is not hype. Okay. There's players that have been infected with COVID-19 from both the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. I know Ezekiel Elliott was tested positive. According to Ian Rappaport, there's been more cases in Dallas and Houston. And it brings up a point. With players testing positive, what do we do about this situation? Well, the president's advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, had this to say about the situation, and pay attention. Unless players are essentially in a bubble, insulated from the community, and they are tested nearly every day, it would be very hard to see how football is able to be played this fall. And that's a direct quote from Dr. Fauci. This is a really bad situation. Now, the NFL has said, we're going to do everything we can. We're going to test every 3 days a week and all this stuff. But according to Dr. Fauci, again, this might not be enough. Fauci goes on to say, if there's a second wave, it is certainly a possibility. If there's a second wave, which is certainly a possibility, and which could be complicated by the predictable flu season, football may not happen this year. Okay, so NFL's trying to do everything it can to keep its players safe and to keep the fans safe, and to play football in September, which we all want. But will the government allow it? And this is a question I have. Okay, so we got 2 really big entities right now, the NFL and the federal government, basically. These are the guys that make policy. And if they say that the NFL can't play, what are they going to do? Are they going to be able to? I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting, this upcoming off season. But the NFL says, no, we're going to play this year. Everything's going according to schedule. They've canceled 2 preseason games to move it a little further out. They have done away with mini camps, rookie mini camp. A lot of that stuff is they canceled. We're going to be coming up on regular mini camp or regular training camp sooner than later, and we'll find out then if there's any merit to what they're saying, and the preseason games and then the regular season games. Now, this is all hypothetical at this point, but what if they do cancel the season? What happens? Well, of course, the college won't play either, and we've just had an off season, so I think everything is status quo. I don't think we're going to have another off season. I don't think we have another draft since nobody's playing. And contracts would have to be extended 1 year, you would have to think, because it's almost like this year didn't happen. But what if we only play partial of a year? What if we only play 3 games and they cancel it? What happens then? Our player contracts, that's it for them for that year? Are they only credited with the 3 games? There's just a whole lot of things to think about when you think about canceling an entire season for the NFL. Because the NFL runs so deep with college, and if the colleges aren't open, how is there a draft next year? Even if the NFL plays, are the colleges going to play? That's a more important thing in some ways, because we're talking about on the show and on lots of shows that I hear, we're talking about the draft next year. If the Lions suck, and it's a possibility, I'm hoping that's not going to happen, and I really don't think that's going to happen. But if they do, Trevor Lawrence would be the prize, right? At quarterback, do you think? I don't know. I'm going to have a video about Matthew Stafford coming out and about how I think that he's got many years left and not just 1 or 2. But anyway, be that as it may, whoever we would get, and if it was a good pick next year, what if there's no draft? There might not be. What if they allow players that were supposed to be in the draft this year declare for the draft? How do they work that? Just a bunch of situations that we don't know yet, and time will tell. I know that, but it's just something to think about. Something I really don't want to think about, to be quite honest about it, but it is something to think about. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen this year? Do you think we have football this year? You think we have a limited season, a full season, no season? Tell me in the comments below what you think. Tell me what you think about this situation. Does college play this year? Is there going to be any college games? So let me know what you think about that. Shortened season, limited season, no season for college. And if college has no season, do you think they have a draft? Do you think the draft goes forward? I think it does, because it makes too much money not to. But college will have to deal with some of the rules and change some rules for it, I think, too. So it's a very interesting and complex situation, and every day that this goes on, the virus and all that, every day it goes on, it gets more complicated. In basketball, we've seen things starting to come back in a plan, and baseball and all these other sports. But football is, at least in our area, it's a big thing for us. Okay, so when we're talking football, there's just a lot of stuff that goes in it. They've already canceled all the offshore games, like the London games, the Mexico games, or the international games. And so, what do you think, guys? I mean, what do you think? Oh, they also put in this thing where the second week, everybody who plays the second week has the same bye week. So what they did was they went and decided that they would go ahead and put those teams, if they couldn't do the first week and they couldn't do the second week of the season, then they would take those teams and put them on the 5th week, so they would start the season on the 3rd week. So they already have a plan in place in case they start canceling games. So it's real. I mean, I think it is a real consideration, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. I really would rather just talk about the draft and sports and DeAndre Swift and the new players that we have and Okuda and all this other. But I had to make this video today just to put it out there for you fans and to see what you think. So really appreciate everybody out there. Shout out to Everything King, Dose of Dion. OMG, it's Lions Talk. All the people out there that support and go ahead and support all those people as well. And thank you for watching the video. I'm out.